Suppose think client, I am the client, Ankush is server. Suppose before I want to start recording in JMeter or any load runner, I will send a request to the server saying that I am starting recording, so session has to be started. So server will accept the request and send a session ID to the server, some session ID, ABCD or something. Okay, client stores the session ID in the script only. Then it will start recording. So after recording it is okay, everything is fine. But after recording is finished, when we want to replay it, run it, we just click the replay button. Again the request will be sent to the server asking for session ID or to start session. The same session ID which was sent during the recording session and start of the recording, same session ID will be sent to the server. Defaultly the server will reject the request because same session ID is sent to the server. During replay it is not we cannot do it manually to change the session ID. So we have to parameterize the same session ID, we have to parameterize it and set. Parameter is how many times the request is sent to the server. The same session ID will be sent to the server with a different, it will refresh with a different value. Actually correlation is two types, manual and auto correlation. In JMeter we are doing only, it cannot be said as auto or manual, it's just some normal correlation. Actually, in the load runner, whenever we get the dynamic value, we will parameterize. Suppose ABCD is the dynamic value. We find what is the left boundary to the dynamic value and what is the right boundary. We include some load runner function. It is not needed here. And load runner function is set to capture the dynamic value. In JMeter, to capture the dynamic value, we use a regular expression extractor. After parameterization and some checkpoints, we include checkpoint, we send to the same session ID to the server with the different formats. Then the test script will be passed. Actually, in JMeter, you people all know, we include, whenever we want to do correlation, we record a script, including thread, users and requests. Again, we include we can do correlation in different types. We can do third party automation tool like Bad Boy, or we can do by setting up proxy in Mozilla or Chrome. Okay, sometimes if any problem is there to set up proxy, we can use Bad Boy tool, automation tool. It will record the script and we can export it to JMeter and we can correlate it. I tell practical.
अभी वो अच्छे वाले सॉकेट लगाए।
अच्छा तो उधर से ये खींचते हैं
अच्छा है ना, हमको भी थोड़ा ये रहता है और ये भी चाहिए। This is also part of the law testing.
It's testing. Do stress in words.
The bed boy is open. No? First we include threads we use. Input a 10 users. The ramp up period of 1 user per second.
Then on we can place
Include request also. Actually now I am doing with the bad boy tool instead of using proxy and Chrome and Mozilla. So this is the bad boy tool. Can I delete it or disable? Sorry.
It is integrated through JMeter or
Not integrated, we have to export
it is
to
another
another automation tool. Sorry.
ये दिया इसको बना
बस ज़्यादा अलाइनमेंट
justify
Sorry. Okay, we'll start a new shape. See now recording is started. I'm using a third-party application. Like it's a flight application. It's a dummy flight application. Now recording is started. I'm signing in. Just a dummy application to book flight tickets. I'm recording this application. Since it's named Java support, it's asking right now. No changes. Okay, I'm booking a flight ticket now. Since it is for testing purpose, departure and return should arriving should be same. Otherwise, the ticket will be booked. Suppose I am booking San Francisco. You can give any name person. Then first name can be letters. Now Ethernet is confirmation has been given. Now we can log out. Now we can stop recording. And we can export it to JMeter, the same script. Some requests are recorded. Here we did not get any parameters. See here my username and password are retrieved here. These are all parameters. example, we recorded the application now. Whatever actions we have done, that actions requests are sent to the server, and those requests are recorded through this bad boy tool. It's an automation tool. We are integrating. We are exporting the script into JMeter. Since I'm just taking session for correlation parameters, we can delete some request. But generally we should not delete, but your training purpose. Now 2 requests are left. Where we don't have any parameters. Here we have different parameters like CSID, action, username, password, login X and login Y. By seeing these parameters, we should identify a unique value here. Action means general thing, it's a process, username, password or general things. Login, login Y. Here the unique value among this is CSID only. It's changeable and unique value among these parameters. Now this can be considered as a dynamic value. So I will add one listener also. Listener and table. So we will keep 10 users. And now we run it. Testicles are fine. Now I have to check the dynamic value here. I mean, we cannot check in this table format, we can check only in tree format. Here one dynamic value CSID, then CSID this is some value. You have to check it is available in tree format, sampler result or equation. See here also some CSID value is there. Till path. This is the website address of NeoTools. We can take dynamic value up to this. We have to parameter this now. So Ankush, did you understand? Now whatever parameter we find in that parameter list, request list parameter, we are finding the same dynamic value here. But the values are different here in this tree format and this here first second request parameter value. And now we will parameter it. Copy here, not files. This is the name of the dynamic value. This is the dynamic value. Actually, we send the same session ID, it will be rejected. Whenever we requested the server to record the same session ID now, we have to parameter this. Suppose if there are 10 users, it will replay 10 times. It will execute 10 times. 10 times if you send this same value, server will not accept. We have to parameter this. Suppose whenever we find this value, parameterization means we have to replace this value with another one. So I will open another. Last time I showed you. This is just a regular expression website now, to match expressions, to match text and expressions. So you have to parameter this value. So to parameter this value, we have some default format. I mean, not default format. We have some format in instead of writing this A2 to 8 B8 means we can parameter this format. See, first I do it. See, now what parameter is, suppose instead of dynamic value, I have added this dot plus question mark. This dot is nothing but a pattern. I will show you one second.
So this is correlation, sir?
Huh?
This is correlation.
Yeah, I am doing correlation.
Okay.
It seems confusing, but we have to practice. See, dot matches any character except line breaks. Instead of every time we have to write A to A, B for instead of writing, we include, if suppose we include dot, it matches any character. Suppose for some dynamic values are there, in that A to in place of that A to A, B8 for B. Suppose Janardhan Reddy, there's Ankush Singhal.
So what is the uses in JMeter?
Sorry?
What is the uses of this expression?
I did not understand what you asked. No, I'm matching character pattern.
But why? He's asking.
Well, that's why I'm saying, now instead of writing every time we should, during replay time we cannot do it manually now. We cannot do it every time we cannot write Janardhan, Ankush later, Pooja, Yogesh, we cannot write each and every time. Instead, if we write that pattern, it will matches any character pattern, any string or name. If I write Janardhan Reddy, that dot plus question, it will match that pattern when sending to the server.
Any token or session ID?
Sorry? Session ID.
Session ID.
Yeah.
But session ID changes every time, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So suppose every time, first time I'm sending a value with, suppose assume that I'm sending a value with my name Janardhan, second time Ankush. Instead of every time writing, first time I have to write Janardhan Reddy, CS ID is for Janardhan, next time CS ID is. Instead of every time we are writing this, we can use this format and
Now how can
Its
we
character.
identify that this particular thing is same in both the IDs?
sorry?
How can we identify that dot is same in both the IDs?
No, dot means not same. See here, matches any character.
Or whatever. If it is not matches then.
So it is format like that, matches any character means. You know dynamic value, no? Dynamic
But there
value
is
means,
nothing common in Janardhan Reddy and Ankush Singhal, no?
those are dynamic values, no? Every time they will change.
But
No?
there is, that's
Why I am writing this? Instead of writing every time so lengthy names, it matches strings and character patterns.
pattern.
Okay, whichever characters are there, it will identify.
And then what else if both are different? मतलब एक में string दूसरे में कुछ नहीं तो
आई रियली वांट टू से कि एक्सप्रेशन जो भी रहेगा ना तो वो सिर्फ अल्फ़ाबेट्स या कैरेक्टर्स में ही रहेगा, तो वो पॅटर्न तो सेम रहेगा ना.
नसेल तर
तो सेमच असणार ना त्या आय डीमध्ये जो आपण सेशन आय डी उठवतो उचलतो टोकनवाला.
डिफरंट असू शकतो.
बट तो कशाचंही कॉम्बिनेशन असणार ना, मग तो डिफरंट असेल. मग तिथे काय बोलले की टाइम ब्रेक न होता.
But if I write Janardhan Reddy, Ankush, all are letters only, alphabets only.
ओके.
तो मतलब हर एक अल्फाबेट में खुद का एक पैटर्न तो रहता है.
नहीं, उनको बोलना है कि दोनों में कैरेक्टर्स है ना.
हाँ वही ना.
तो वही सेम आएगा.
Okay, if you don't understand, tomorrow I will tell another way of doing correlation. Okay. Okay, we have to parameters in this now and get it. Only this part is difficult in geometry.
ओके.
I will tomorrow I will tell another way correlation. See, this is the regular expression. We have to give this path in regular expression extractor path. Actually, regular expression used to capture dynamic value from the script or whatever it is.
Then what is the meaning of the plus sign and question mark?
So I will also show that. See now. Question mark and plus are to match strings and substrings. And strings and substrings mean not technically, generally strings and substrings. Actually, we should get here. It groups multiple tokens together and creates a capture group for extracting a substring. So you have to add a regular expression extract. And in correlation means we are, so one second. We are taking the value from one request and adding it in another preceding request or subsequent request. Preceding means next request. Suppose here there are two requests. Suppose if I have one value, dynamic value here. During reply I will use the same dynamic value in this request. Dynamically, I mean dynamically means it is not static. They will be changeable every time. I will add a path. This is the sorry, this more. This is the regular expression we extracted from parameters in dynamic value. This is just the reference name and name of the dynamic variable. Template means just we have only one dynamic value now. The dynamic value CSID is for this one.
We can do any reference name,
We have to give the reference name of the dynamic value.
but we can do it any name in that.
Suppose you have morning you edit some token, then we can give any name but referencing to that, referring to the dynamic value.
It will not impact if we give another name also.
No, it will not impact. Any impact, this will create impact in the regular expression file. Since we have only one dynamic value, one I have kept template one. But proceeding to one, we have to keep the dollar sign. It's the default format. Suppose I have two dynamic values, I can keep a $2. Since I have only one dynamic value, $1. Now this default value is not required. This default value match number. See, instead of your body, we can check response headers. In TV, generally we check with the response headers only instead of body or response message. This regular expression extractor used to capture dynamic value and it will put it in the script while replaying number of users. So I'll add one debug sampler. This debug sampler is used to know whether we identify the correct dynamic value we captured here. This is used to, this is the use of the debug sampler, whether we have captured correct dynamic value and correctly displayed or not. Let me add one listener. Now we are using this dynamic value CSID. So we should use this dynamic value in the preceding request, in the first request. And whenever we get this dynamic value while recording the replay in the script, the same dynamic value, with parameterization should run with two requests now. The same dynamic value. For this request, you can go with this value only. But for this request, we have to parameterize it. Whatever, some sound is coming. Sorry.
Battery.
Sorry. Some sound is coming.
Windows taken.
Whenever we parameter these brackets are compulsory. And just give another value. You can keep anyone here. You can keep ampersand symbol or F1, G1, you can keep anyone. Just give a parameterization with another value. It's not mandatory, you should keep only G1 or $. But the reference name should be same.
$sign should be outside the bracket.
Sorry?
$sign should be outside the bracket, no?
No, I will execute it. Then we can keep it anywhere. Mention the path also. We'll run it and this view state and session ID are default to session dynamic values. Suppose if you don't find any dynamic values, we can use this view state and session ID. These are default session IDs generated by the server anywhere. View state and session ID. Now we'll run it and see. This is a preview for first request. This is for second request. Correlation definition is using the dynamic value of one request and using it another preceding request or subsequent request. Preceding means first request. See here the dynamic value is displayed here. Till path. Going CS ID C044. See, we'll check in this 04D388. We'll check in first tree. See, we are getting the same value. 04D388. I mean, whatever value we are using for the second request, it is added in the first request dynamically during replay. Actually, the dynamic value
We check this for login only, right?
now we have checked for ticket booking and now it is for login only.
But without regular expression also it works, no?
You are setting your path.
But without regular expression it will also work, I guess.
That checking impact. After we were doing right click impact mark. You were explaining Pujan that one method. By that method you are saying.
No. You are trying for those two APIs, right? .com and login wala.
I mean, this one you are saying.
Without regular expression it will also pass.
No, I don't think so. I never
Just try na. Disable regular expression.
Okay, maybe what you're saying is right. You will run it and in regular expression extract is not, even we can disable this debug sampler also. We will run it and see.
Okay.
It will run. Maybe for number of dynamic values are there, then the regular expression is useful. Complicated dynamic values. We'll check it.
What's that?
D8 zeros. Some. We'll check here. Yeah.
No?
Same here. Maybe it's useful for some complicated dynamic values only.
No.
But regular expression should be used in diameter.
It is used.
Now we have only one dynamic value, simple thing. Maybe we have done for login part only. Username and password.
If you are in other API and try na, it will also pass.
Yeah.
Without regular expression, yes.
Okay. For API testing, it is not required. A regular expression extractor. It is not required.
To handle token dynamically, it is used.
To handle complicated value, dynamic
No,
values.
not complicated value.
Complicated means in the sense number of dynamic values. First I deleted some requests now. If we have to do regular, parameters and correlate those all values, then it is useful. Just for teaching purpose, one dynamic value or one two requests are enough. That's why I deleted those requests.
Now, when we will use regular expression,
So so many dynamic, when there is the need to correlate many dynamic values.
for example,
For example, I deleted some requests now.
you can add that again.
So many parameters are there. In so many parameters, we have to check which is the dynamic value. It is not that only one dynamic value should be there. There can be 2 and 3 also, more than that. This is a simple thing for only some light application. If you work on some Jiffy complicated components, then
If suppose there are 5 APIs and when you add regular expression?
5 ABIs or dynamic ABIs?
Whatever it is.
Parameters.
Then how will you check?
You mean parameters? We check the unique value. Suppose here see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 values are there. It is general sense. No? This is not unique username. And password is not dynamic. Not unique login. Action also it's not a unique value. Here we find this is the unique value CSID among these all values. So even we have 10 values also. Maybe along with these values also we have some other GSID or GSID. It is another dynamic value. You have to parameterize those values also. It's compared to load runner, it is 80% simple. In load runner we have to do it manually. There we have to add left boundary. Suppose this dynamic value is there. There suppose here right side some matter is there. Some parameters are there. We have to find the right boundary among this right side. Suppose if left side some matter or some numbers or alphabets are there, we should find them dynamic value left boundary among them. Even there is no letters or alphabets here. Suppose while taking left boundary, we can take space also as left boundary. I'm talking about load runner. Here no need to take left boundary or right boundary. There we are using some load runner function, WebRexEv parameter. Like regular expression, that function will capture the dynamic value. The username also is written here. Username, password.
To pass dynamic value we use $sign here na, but now it is static.
Sorry?
To pass dynamic values we use $sign parameters, right?
Not necessarily, we should not guarantee that we should use.
If your username and password is static, it will always pass, no?
Sorry, I did not understand.
And अगर कैसे बन? तो क्या करें?
लगेगा लेकिन
PUBG खेलो.
अभी लेंगे. अब तेरा ये क्या?
अभी लगेगा
When you are saying username and password different things, no?
अभी चाहिए अभी.
Suppose username will be your password will be something else. Both are dynamic. No?
जान
I did not understand. Repeat the question.
क्या? क्या है? नहीं 30% है.
ये मुझे मना
How many session records are there?
और
नहीं.
अभी क्या चाहते हैं? अभी एक्सपेरिमेंट बैटरी की
Now na get if I want to pass dynamic values to parameters, then how we can pass?
Dynamic values to username, password. And both are generally both will be different.
I know both will be different, but I want to pass multiple logins.
Okay, multiple logins. How many users? If 10 users are there, then 10 requests will be there. No?
10 requests will be there, but how we can define here?
Okay, that's why we added here. No? Since
But
characters
this is
are-
static, no username and password. Those two parameters are static here, right?
No, that's why I did not take those dynamic values. I selected only this unique value, CSID.
What? How we want to pass multiple values?
Multiple dynamic values. Then we have to do it by regular expression. In path section only we have to add in those values.
And when can we define the keys?
So generally in load runner or JMeter, in load runner, suppose if any fresher or newcomer, new to load runner will join, there is a tool called WinDiff tool. WDIFF. They get confused, they will record the same script 2 times. Same script, same actions. Now I recorded flight application, logging and booking a ticket. The same script will be recorded 2 times. they will compare with Notepad, same two scripts. They will find out what is the unique value of work. Compare the two scripts and find out what is dynamic values. Generally, if you go on with get some experience, you know, it's a common general sense. We will easily find the dynamic values, what is unique. Suppose if you don't find dynamic values also, we can take this view state and session ID. There is no guarantee that every time we will get a dynamic value.
What I'm asking is now you are logging with your name, your username and password. What else if I want to log in with my username and password and so many logins?
Multiple users.
Multiple logins.
So
How?
how?
Multiple logins.
Not only one functionality with multiple users.
No, I did not understand.
You pass your username, password and you
Yeah.
log in, right? If I want to pass my username and password,
Okay.
I want to pass 5 logins at a time, then
Okay.
how can I?
See, one thing is the script is already recorded and generated. We are doing only load testing.
I can check multiple logins also.
No, while doing load test, there is no need to log in multiple times.
But is it possible in JMeter to check multiple logins at the same time?
No, I don't think so. If you know, tell me.
No,
Gmail
I'm just
is-
asking. My doubt.
Okay. Yeah, what you ask is good question.
Then why we are using CSV dataset config?